Hello everyone, it's Julie here at Big Lakes Dodge. Today I'll be showing you this 2020 Ram 1500 Classic Black Express Crew Cab. It has the 5.7 liter HEMI V8 engine in it, 8-speed automatic transmission. It's actually flame red on the outside despite the title. We have halogen lens headlamps, we got our fog lamps down there. It's a body color grille with honeycomb insert. So the honeycomb insert is still the black, but the grille is color matched to the body. We do also have, what do we have on here? Tires, we have 17 by 7, I believe. Let me just double check that, because there were a few things that were modified on this vehicle. So let me just see what size these tires are. Oh yeah, they're 17s. Okay. So we've got some good snow tires on there though. It does have a 2.5-inch leveling kit from the Enthuz brand. So in case you're wondering, it does sit a little higher. You can tell between the wheel and the wheel well distance. But on the interior, it does have a black interior. So we got our door here with our big door pockets, got lots of room for drinks and snacks, power locks, power windows. The interior is also the black interior, but it does have some gray, what do they call it, diesel gray? Yeah, diesel gray seats. So these are cloth. It's actually a bench seat. One sec. My left arm is my weak arm, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we have a bench seat in the front. It's a 40-20-40 split. Cloth that does fold down so that we have that center console in the middle in case you don't need that extra seat. But you do have 6 full seats in here. You have the jack located in this little compartment. This plastic panel pulls off and then your jack's just tucked away nice and neat under there. These cloth seats are fairly comfortable in case you're wondering. On our dash here we have this little space for throwing things. It's just some extra storage space there. Then we have our glove compartment, which has our owner's manual, our warranty information, and our quick start guide in there, as well as an original window sticker. It won't mention that it does have the lift on the window sticker because that was an aftermarket thing, but you know. All right, now for our floor mats, we have our carpet floor mats here. They do hook down so that way they're not sliding around on you, but then you can just unclip them when you are ready to take them out and clean them. I'm gonna have a hard time doing that with my left hand, so we'll just leave it for now. But there's just a quick look at the interior. We'll go on in the back seat and we'll have a look back there. So back here we also have a bench seat. This one's all one piece. It comes up in one piece, so when you fold it up, it all comes up all together. And you have some under the seat storage here. It'd be a good spot to put like your windshield wiper fluid or whatever if you carry some around with you. On that side we have our tailgate removal kit, which I'll show you. But back here it's just your basic bench seat. I believe it does have the child seat anchor latch system. That headrest in the middle is adjustable. It's just a single pane window. It's not the power sliding window. We have a carpet floor mat back here as well. We have our in-floor storage bins, which have extra storage space for you. And then 2 cup holders down in the middle there. Got our big door pocket here. Not quite as big as the front, but still very spacious. There's another look there. They do have these plastic wheel well liners in there. Those are really nice to help stop, any rocks from kicking up on the inside. Back here, I'm sure you can tell by the sound, we do have a custom exhaust on there. So it's actually an aftermarket rough country dual exhaust. And then we have aftermarket mufflers too, which are shorter than the OEM. We have our 4 and our 7-pin wiring harness on here. So those are there for you. You have your license plate lamps. The tailgate, we have our Ram badging on there and our backup camera. This comes down. And then you can see the truck bed. It does have the cargo management system, so you can put the little planks across to divide up your cargo if need be. And then you can, once you have a plank across here, you can put like your propane tanks or whatever. So that way they're not sliding around on you and they're nice and close to your tailgate. We also have these hooks in the 4 corners of our bed. Those are to help if you're ever tying down any cargo in the back, then you have spots to tie them down on. We'll close this up. We'll go on to this side and I'll just show you the interior over here. So same thing, door pockets, our in-floor storage bin underneath our carpet floor mat there. One thing I didn't mention on the other side is that this is removable. This little bucket in here can come out, so if ever you spill anything in there, you can take those out for easy cleaning. I'll just show you again on this side. I did promise to show you the tailgate kit, so you can see same amount of space as the other side. On this side we just have this tucked away in there, so it's our tailgate kit. When you take your tailgate off, there is some wiring that's connected to it because it does lock up. So of course you need the electronic function for that, so when you take off your wiring, you just use that there. You pop that your wiring in that, and that'll help protect it from corrosion, so that way no dirt and debris and whatever will get in there and wreck your wiring. And then you can go ahead and hook it up when you reconnect your tailgate. Let's go on in the front here. We do have remote keyless entry. I do have the vehicle started, so I don't have the key on me, but we have our power windows, power locks, power mirrors, and then to lock up the windows you press that one there and it'll lock it, so no one else can open up the windows but you. Got your door pockets here, your automatic headlamp control right there. I'm just hopping up inside. All right, now we're sitting here. You can see on our steering wheel here we have our cruise control. This is how you would set the speed higher or lower. This is your gear limiter there, so it'll limit what gear you gear up to. Whatever you set it as, it will gear down below that, but it won't gear above what you set it to. These ones are your controls for your driver information display. So up there in that little screen is what we control. For this one, it's a little different than our newer ones. You'd have to click back first to see your menu options if you want to scroll through them. So now I'm going to click down. We can see our vehicle information there. So you can see your tire pressure. What else can you see? Your trans temp, oil temp. So basically all of your gauges, you can see them there. And then a gauge summary for you, total engine hours, and then back to our tire pressure. Clicking back, we're going to go down. You can see your fuel economy, trip A and trip B information, messages. So that would be like if any of these little warning or caution lights come on, it'll just kind of let you know what it is, what it means. So if it says service power steering or check engine or anything like that, it'll store that message for you. The screen setup is for your little info line. So you can go ahead and set it to either your audio or your time. We have it set to the time. I think we'll kind of just leave it at that. And then scrolling down further, you have your settings there. So you can kind of play with your settings here. Since we don't have the big Uconnect screen, as you can see right there, this one is where you would adjust your hill start assist, your auto lock for your doors, or auto unlock for the doors, your remote unlock sequence, sound horn with remote lock, flashlights with lock, headlights on with wipers, lights off delay, key off, power delay. So what that is the lights off delay is it'll leave your headlights on for a little bit longer after you turn off the vehicle. I think it's up to 90 seconds. I want to say 90 seconds. It'll keep the headlights on, just so that way you can still see your way after you hop out of the vehicle, and that way you can get to your door or whatever without tripping. We do have the wipers right here, and then the steering wheel does tilt. So you pull this here and then you can tilt it up or down. I have it tilted all the way up right now, so I have lots of leg space. Over here you can see our display for our media. So right now I have it on SiriusXM. I was going to renew these SiriusXM because it does come with a couple months of a free trial, and then you can subscribe after the fact. We also have our AM and our FM radio, and then our SiriusXM radio. You can also connect your phone through USB or auxiliary port. You can see, oh, that one won't do anything. You have your presets, I believe these are. Yeah, so these are your presets down at the bottom here. Then we have your tuning. So this one can skip to the next song, pause it, mute it. Click your audio. You can go to your audio settings, so you can adjust the bass and treble and whatnot. Your menu here. You can set the date and time. Do I use this? No. What do I use? Oh, okay, we'll use it. Probably should have played with this beforehand. SiriusXM subscription information, system reset. So you can reset the system entirely. Below that, we have our controls for our climate control, so you can adjust the temperature, the settings, and then the fan settings here. What else can I mention? Your hazards, traction control, your tow haul mode below that. This one here is our gear shifter, so it does have the 8-speed automatic transmission, which is typically this little dial thing here. So with the 8-speed, we have the dial, and that's actually sealed for life, so you're never really going to have to service that. And honestly, they're a pretty reliable transmission, so that's there for you. It's pretty easy to use. I find it better for people with mobility issues. They quite appreciate that it's so easy to turn instead of trying to use an actual shifter. And what else can I mention? If you're used to a regular shifter and you're a little wary about this, it's good to know that after you get used to it, it is actually a lot easier to use. And when you do turn this, if you're driving, like if you try and go accidentally, if you try to go into park or reverse, it's not going to let you do that if you're going above a certain speed that it has set. I think it's, I want to say like 8 kilometers, maybe it's 15. Somewhere above there, it won't let you switch back into gear, so just keep that in mind. Then we have our transfer case down here, so these are your controls for your four wheel. So we have it in 4-wheel lock right now because our roads are not the best. You have 4 low in case you need to crawl over any rough terrain. You do have to make sure to go nice and slow with that. You come to a stop to engage it, and then you make sure to go nice and slow. I think it's underneath 8 kilometers per hour. With this one, you can switch from the 2-wheel drive to the 4-wheel drive lock while you're driving because it's a shift on the fly transfer case, so it is able to do that while you're driving, or switch back to 2-wheel if need be. This little N in the middle with this little dot, this one right here is what you would push in order to put it in neutral, so if ever you need to get it towed or if you need to tow it behind a trailer or whatnot. Although I don't think they recommend what is it, I'll have to look it up. There's only a certain way that you can tow these vehicles. Just keep that in mind, so make sure to look into that. It should be in your owner's manual, honestly. That's where I recall reading it, so you just read your owner's manual to find out how to do that if you do need to tow it. On our key here, we have the remote keyless entry, and it does also have an emergency key in here, so you just pull this little thing, this little guy there, pull that out, and you have your actual physical key there, so you can unlock your doors if ever your battery or your fob dies. Below that, we have our 12-volt DC port. We have a USB port on this side. We have some extra space to throw some things there. I'm not too sure quite what. Maybe some pens, maybe some change, I don't know. But we also have this neat little spot in here, so you pull this down, you don't need that extra seat. You got 3 cup holders. You open this up. We have our little change compartments there. We have more USBs. So we have 2 USB ports and an auxiliary port, as well as this extra storage space here, which is fairly spacious. You could fit like a whole iPad there. And this little liner is removable, so if ever you spill anything in there or you leave snacks, you're trying to hide them on your kids and your chocolate melt or whatnot, you can go ahead and take that off there and then give it a quick spray or wipe down. Let me just have a look at my sheet here. I think that might honestly be it. Yeah, I think we're good here. All right, we'll wrap this up. Here's one quick look at the interior again, and then we'll have one more look at the exterior. There you go. Stunning vehicle. If you want to take it for a test drive, or if you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call at Big Lakes Dodge. We're always happy to help. See you in the next one.